Imagine 8 small doors, and each door could add years to your life. Not with strange secrets, not with complicated theories, but with simple habits that make your heart feel lighter, and your days feel brighter. If you've ever asked yourself, can my life remain beautiful as I get older? The answer to this short journey is yes, absolutely. On life's journey, we learn that happiness doesn't come from big things, but from the small steps we repeat every day. Steps like gently caring for your body, inviting your heart to smile through a little laugh, moving your body like a gentle breeze in the morning, or nurturing relationships that give warmth like the afternoon sun. These 8 habits aren't strict rules, not onerous tasks, but little companions that accompany you on your journey. Each habit is told in a way that's easy, slow, and full of warmth, so that anyone, from anywhere, can feel like a story close to the heart. You'll be invited to take a moment to pause, imagine a peaceful garden. Take a deep breath, and remember that life is never too late to make it more beautiful. You might wonder, what can make life longer without complicated formulas? What can make our days feel more meaningful without stress? What small habits can rekindle the passion within? All these questions will be answered, one by one, in a light-hearted and smiling way. This is a gentle invitation, an invitation to open your heart, to believe that age is no barrier, to feel that you're not alone on this journey. Because every step you choose, every small intention you begin, can be a gift to yourself, a gift of more time, more peace, more warm moments with the people you love. So, if you're ready to see your life in a softer, warmer, and more hopeful way, sit comfortably, take a deep breath, and let this journey lead you to 8 habits that can add light, and maybe, add years to your life. Have you ever felt like life is like a thick book, and every morning is a blank page waiting for you to fill? Imagine if there was a simple, very simple, way to make that page bigger, giving you more days to see the sunrise, hear your family laugh, and feel the breeze caress your cheeks. Hello, dear friends around the world. Welcome to our inspiring journey, 8 habits that can make life feel longer and more meaningful. Before we begin, if you find videos like this one helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Your support helps us continue to bring fresh content to our senior friends around the world. Today, we open the first chapter, small habits that can be the foundation of a long life. Habit 1. Slow morning steps. Think of our bodies as antique table clocks. If left unwound, the hands slowly stop. However, if you wind them a little each day, the hands remain alive, moving, and telling time. It's the same with our bodies. It doesn't demand large movements. It doesn't ask for a major challenge. It simply wants you to take gentle steps each morning. Why morning? Morning is when the world opens its doors. The shadows are still long, the air is fresh, and the heart isn't burdened. Moving in the morning, even if only for a few minutes, is like saying good morning to your entire body. Small movements make your body say, okay, let's start this day calmly and energetically. It doesn't have to be a fast walk. It doesn't have to be a long distance. Just light steps, steps that dance slowly across the pages of life. How it works: imagine your body like a large ship. When the ship's engine slowly starts, the entire ship comes to life. The sails unfurl, the ropes move, the water splashes gently. Your small movements in the morning cause other parts of your body to wake up as well. Your mind becomes lighter, your breathing more regular, and your heart more stable. Just imagine yourself turning on the lights one by one. Before you know it, the whole room is lit up. You can start anywhere. Here's the beauty. This habit is incredibly flexible. You don't need a large garden or a long walkway. You can walk, touching the morning light on the porch, step gently down the hallway, circling the small yard, or simply walk around the room while enjoying the sound of birds or soft music. Even if the weather isn't friendly, you can still move around the house. The important thing is that your body is lovingly awakened. Create a small ritual that warms your heart. To make this habit enjoyable, add something that makes you smile. For example, a glass of warm water before walking, music that soothes your heart, a short prayer or expression of gratitude, opening the curtains and letting the morning light pour in, or simply enjoying the aroma of coffee from the kitchen. Morning movement isn't a chore. It's a special time between you and life. Sometimes people say, "My legs don't feel like moving." But if we think about it, even an old train can go a long way if it's warmed up a little each day. Our bodies are far more powerful than an old train. They just need a little attention, not competition. Long-term benefits can be felt in simple ways. Small steps in the morning help you feel more refreshed throughout the day, sleep more peacefully at night, have a more focused mind, achieve a stable mood, feel stronger to face the day, and most importantly, morning movement gives us an extra gift, extra time to enjoy life. Gentle movement every morning is the simplest way to extend the journey of life. It doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be far. Just consistent and warm to the body. Dear friends, each morning gives us a choice. Do we want to simply pass the time, or do we want to celebrate it? With small steps, you are saying to life, I still want to enjoy more days. I still want to see more sunrises. That's the first habit on the 8 habits that add 10 years to your life journey. A gentle habit that can open the door to a longer and more peaceful life. Great friends, move gently, enjoy the morning, and continue living with a warm heart. Next, we'll discuss something simple, but it can make your day feel lighter, the habit of calming your mind. Imagine life like a vast garden. There are days when the sun shines in every corner. And there are days when dark clouds come uninvited. But one thing always remains. We can sit for a moment, take a breath, and let our minds return to peace, like a gentle breeze blowing through the leaves. Hello, dear friends from all over the world. Next, we'll talk about a habit that may seem small, but it can be an unseen longevity preserver, the habit of calming our minds every day. Habit 2. Calming your heart like the water of a calm lake. In many cultures, a calm mind is often described as the water of a lake in the morning. There are no big waves, no storms, just a smooth, glassy surface. When our hearts are at peace, our bodies also experience peace. No complicated techniques, no heavy terms needed. We only need a moment of silence, just a few minutes, to tidy up our thoughts. Like smoothing out a wrinkled cloth with gentle hands. Why is inner peace so important? Think of your body as a house you've lived in for your entire life. If you have too many thoughts, the doors creak, the windows rattle, and the air feels stuffy. But if you sit for a moment, take a deep breath, let the noise outside die down, the house becomes comfortable again. We can stay longer in it. A peaceful heart makes the body work like a regular clock. Not because of the medical term, but because everything feels lighter. How to do it? There are many ways, but they are all simple. You can sit in your favorite chair for 3 to 5 minutes. Close your eyes and listen to your own breathing. Look at the leaves outside the window, listen to the birdsong. Or simply hold a cup of hot tea and feel its warmth. The goal isn't to empty your mind like someone practicing inner peace on a high mountain. The goal is simply to give the heart a chance to rest. Imagine placing a weight on the floor for a moment, not on your shoulders. That's enough. Our hearts are like musical instruments. If you pluck them too hard, they break. If you leave them untuned for too long, they go out of tune. But if you give them a little care every day, they can play beautiful songs well into old age. The same is true for the mind. A few minutes of quiet a day is how we reset ourselves. Many people say, I don't know how to quiet my mind. But taking a deep breath and putting down heavy thoughts for a moment is actually easier than searching for the TV remote that you often lose. Most importantly, create small, consistent rituals. For example, a quiet moment before breakfast, a quiet moment after a shower, a brief sitting before bed, or a short ritual at sunset. It's only a few minutes, but those minutes are like drops of water filling a glass one by one. Over time, the glass fills, giving us more strength to live longer. A calm heart makes the body last longer. Tranquility is not a luxury. It's a gentle necessity that adds years to your life. A few minutes each day is enough to keep your life long and peaceful. My wonderful friends, every one of us, wherever we are, has had a rough day. However, those who cultivate a calm heart every day are like those who always have a safe place to return to. The calmer our hearts, the more space for gratitude. The softer our view of the world, and the longer we can live. That's the second habit in the series, 8 Habits that Add 10 Years to Your Life. Small habits that give us breathing room and make each day feel more peaceful. Dear friends, calm your hearts, enjoy the pauses, and continue to appreciate each day as it comes. Next, we'll discuss a habit that can't be bought, but which can actually make life feel longer: warm relationships with others. Imagine life like a long train journey. There are beautiful views, dark tunnels, and sharp turns. And in every seat, there's always someone sitting with us. Whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or people we've just met. The journey feels shorter, lighter, and more enjoyable when we have a seatmate who makes us smile. That's the power of warm relationships. They're more than just conversation, they're the fuel of life. Habit 3. Maintaining warm connections. There's a famous saying that goes, a home isn't about its walls, it's about the people who make it feel alive. Human relationships are one of the greatest sources of energy in life. Not noisy energy, not pushy energy, but a gentle energy that keeps the heart warm even as we grow older. Why human relationships are so important? Think of our bodies as candles. A candle stays lit because of 2 things: enough space and warmth. When we have a warm relationship, the candle burns more steadily. It's less likely to be swayed by the slightest breeze. We feel accompanied, heard, and seen, and that makes our hearts work more easily. Not because of a medical term, but because humans are designed to connect. A warm relationship doesn't always have to be large. Many people think they have to have lots of friends. But it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality of the conversation. A warm relationship can come from a friend who always listens, a neighbor who greets us every morning, family who calls, even if it's just for a minute, a small group who sends positive messages to each other, or even someone we meet in the park. Small, genuine relationships can be far more valuable than empty crowds. Sometimes people say, I don't have many friends. But having one good friend is more than enough. After all, we're not opening a restaurant that needs a lot of customers. We just need a few hearts to greet each other. How to build warm relationships every day. No grand gestures needed. No expensive gifts needed. All we need is consistency and good intentions. You can send a short message, how are you today? Make a short 2 to 3 minute call. Say hello to people around you. Smile when you meet someone. Listen to someone's story without rushing, or share a laugh. Each small act like this is a seed that makes a relationship grow. Human relationships are like a campfire on a cold night. If we sit too far away, we get cold. If we approach cautiously, we feel its warmth. A campfire doesn't need to be big. As long as it's maintained, it can burn all night long. Relationships are the same. They don't need to be grand, just warm. Human connection is one of the most powerful sources of longevity. The warmth of others makes life feel lighter. You don't need many friends. You just need a genuine connection. Great friends, on life's journey, we all walk alone. But when someone says, I'm here if you need me, that's the moment. That makes the days feel longer and the heart feel lighter. Building relationships isn't about age. Even at 60, 70, 80, or beyond. We can still make new connections, because the human heart never retires from warmth. That's the third habit on the list of 8 habits that add 10 years to your life. Habits that make us feel accompanied, appreciated, and understood. Amazing friends. Nurture warm relationships, send smiles, and continue to appreciate everyone in your life. Next, we'll discuss a habit we often engage in, but rarely realize its power: the way we enjoy food. Imagine this: you're sitting at the dinner table, a simple dish in front of you. When you eat it slowly, it's like giving your body a gentle song. Not loud music, not loud applause, but a calm melody that makes your body say, "Thank you, this is enough. This is good for me." Eating isn't just about filling your stomach. It's a moment when body and heart meet. Habit 4. Eat slowly, slow and mindful eating. In many cultures, eating is considered a sacred ritual. Not because of the food, but because of the way we honor it. When we eat slowly, it's as if we're giving our body time to appreciate each taste, each texture, each aroma. Imagine our body like an important guest at a restaurant. When the food arrives quietly and gradually, the guest feels appreciated. But when food arrives too quickly, too much, or too rushed, the guest is confused. Our bodies are the same. They prefer a peaceful rhythm. Why eating slowly can increase longevity? Imagine your body as a large ship's engine that needs time to properly refuel. If the fuel is poured in too quickly, the engine can choke. But if the fuel is delivered slowly, the ship moves more steadily, more efficiently, and lasts longer. Eating slowly helps your body operate without shock. No rushing, no forcing. The simple way to do it. You don't need complicated rules. Just a few small things. Take a comfortable portion, chew longer than usual. Savor the aroma before eating, put the spoon down briefly between bites. Feel the texture of the food, take a slow breath before continuing. All these small steps are your body's way of saying, "I have time. I don't need to rush." Have you ever watched musicians play jazz? They don't rush. They pause, give space, let the notes flow. The same is true with eating. Eating slowly is like jazz music for the body. The rhythm is gentle. There's no rush. There's no loud noise. Just a small harmony between body and mind. Some people say, "I eat fast because I've been used to it since I was young." But if you think about it, now that we're no longer chasing the bus, we can enjoy life with a more elegant rhythm. Eating right isn't about what you eat, but how you enjoy it. Many people focus too much on the type of food, but the body doesn't just think about the what. It also cares about the how. A simple meal eaten with calmness is more beneficial than a sumptuous meal eaten in a hurry. When we eat slowly, the body has a chance to listen to itself. It knows when enough is enough. It knows when to stop. And that small habit, if repeated daily, can make life longer. Eating slowly gives your body time to work peacefully. It's not about complicated rules, but about respecting your food and your body. A gentle eating rhythm can naturally add years to your life. Dear friends, life isn't just about how long we live, but how we enjoy each day. Eating slowly is a small way to show that we appreciate life. We create space for gratitude. We give ourselves time to enjoy our existence in this world, and we say to our bodies, "Thank you for accompanying me this far." Each calm bite is a reminder that we are still here, still enjoying the journey. That's the 4th habit on our list of 8 habits that add 10 years to your life. A simple habit that can make our days more peaceful and our bodies happier. Warm friends around the world. Enjoy your food, slowly, and with gratitude. Imagine a large park filled with wooden benches under shady trees. On one of those benches, there's a person who sits alone every day, not because he doesn't want company, but because he feels like no one wants to listen. Then one day, a neighbor smiles, sits down next to him, and starts a conversation. It's only for 10 minutes, but afterward, the person's face looks different. Lighter, more alive. It's like a little sun has lit up again in his chest. That's the simple power of a habit that may seem small, but it can add years to our lives, speaking from the heart and listening from the soul. Hello wonderful friends, wherever you are. Let's sit together, take a deep breath, and listen to the story of the day. It's like chatting on the porch in the afternoon. This habit seems so simple, sometimes we forget how valuable it is. For many people, especially as they get older, the world feels increasingly lonely. But the truth is, warmth doesn't come from the number of people around us. but from the quality of the relationships we nurture, no matter how small. 1. Conversations are like small bridges. Imagine two islands separated by calm water. The bridge between them doesn't need to be grand or luxurious, just a sturdy plank of wood. Every time we talk with someone, we add a small plank to that bridge. And the more we share, the stronger the bridge becomes. The easier it is for warmth to flow in both directions. 2. Listening is like offering a cup of warmth. When we listen to someone, truly listening, it's like offering a cup of warm tea to their hands. We don't need to provide solutions. We don't have to provide answers. Just be present and make space. That alone is enough to make their hearts feel lighter. 3. Speaking from the heart is like opening a window. When we share our feelings honestly, we open a window to let in light. Sometimes we're afraid of too much light, but we often forget that warm light actually makes a room feel more alive. Speaking from the heart isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign that we're human. And that we want to connect. 4. Warm relationships make life longer and more beautiful. Many people think that longevity is only about food or exercise. In fact, a heart that feels close and appreciated also provides incredible energy. Like a garden, plants can survive with water and soil. But flowers won't bloom without the sun. Warm relationships are that sunshine. They make days brighter, steps lighter, and life feel more meaningful. Small talk is a bridge. Listening is a gift. Honest heart is light. Warm relationships are the sunshine of life. We don't need to do it all at once. Just one warm conversation today. One smile. One moment of listening. That alone is a big step towards adding years and happiness to our lives. Dear friends, life can sometimes feel like a long journey on a lonely road. But remember, even a single conversation can be a small beacon of light on that path. So today, maybe you can reach out to someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Or smile at someone you meet. Or simply say, "It's nice to talk to you." Because every warm connection we build is a gift to our own hearts. Keep guarding your hearts, nurturing your relationships, and keep living with a gentle light. Next, we'll discuss a habit that's often considered small, but can actually make life feel longer and your heart more peaceful. Imagine this. You're sitting on the beach as the sun begins to set. The sky turns a soft gold. The wind carries the sound of waves that come slowly, like the breath of a great creature sleeping soundly. Then you close your eyes for a moment. And for a few seconds, life feels lighter. The burden on your mind seems to have been lifted by half. Time seems to slow down, but in a beautiful way. That's the power of finding stillness every day, even if only for a moment. And it's a habit that can add years, add smiles, and add peace to our lives. 1. Stillness is like the pause button on the movie of our lives. We're all living in a long movie, full of funny, dramatic, sometimes exhausting scenes. And most of us watch this movie without ever hitting the pause button. But when we pause, we give our hearts space to breathe. And that space is priceless. You don't have to sit cross-legged or stare at a candle, although that's fine if you prefer. All you need is a few minutes to stop and let the world keep spinning without you having to run along. 2. Calming down is like tidying up a desk full of papers. Imagine a desk with piles of papers scattered around. When we feel tired or tense, our heads are just like that desk, crowded, cluttered, and messy. When we pause, it's like slowly wiping down the desk, stacking the papers neatly in one corner, and allowing the surface to feel spacious again. Your mind feels relieved. 3. Everyday calm doesn't have to be a luxury. Many people think calm requires an expensive vacation or a special, faraway place. But calm is like drinking water, it's everywhere. Some simple examples. Sitting while listening to the sound of a fan, watching the clouds move. Taking a deep breath while closing your eyes, rubbing your arm and saying, "It's okay, just take it slow." That's enough to bring your heart down a notch. 4. Regular calmness extends the body and heart battery. Think of our body like a smartphone. If you use it continuously without charging it, it will quickly run out. Daily calmness is the charger we plug in briefly. It doesn't need to be 100%. Sometimes just an extra 20% can give us strength for the day. And this small habit, if practiced daily, can make life feel longer. Because our lives are lived with a heart that isn't rushed. Calmness is the pause button. Calmness declutters the mind. Calmness is easy. It doesn't need a special place. Calmness recharges the heart's battery. It doesn't need to be long. Even a minute can be a beautiful beginning. Great friends, the world may seem noisy. Sometimes too fast. Sometimes too busy. But remember, we always have the choice to sit for a moment, close our eyes, and find a quiet space within ourselves. Today, perhaps you can take just 30 seconds. Inhale slowly. Exhale, and let the world go by without you having to run along. Because every second of quiet you give yourself is a gift for tomorrow. Stay gentle with yourself, stay warm, and keep walking calmly. Next, we'll talk about a habit that's quietly like a longevity keeper. It's not loud. It's not complicated. It doesn't require any special equipment. But if done slowly every day, this habit can make your body feel lighter, your steps more steady, and your day feel easier. Imagine an old door in a warm house. If the door hasn't been opened for days, the hinges start to stiffen. But if you open the door slowly every morning, even just a little, the hinges remain soft, still moving easily. That's how our bodies are. No need to sprint. No need for strenuous exercise. Just small movements that make for a longer and more comfortable life. Hello wonderful friends around the world. Let's sit up a little straighter, take a few gentle breaths, and let's continue this quiet moment together. 1. Small movements are like polishing the delicate machinery within us. A machine that isn't running can stall, but a machine that's warmed up slowly every day continues to run smoothly. Our bodies have a similar machine, joints, muscles, and the flow of energy within the body. If we sit for too long, this machine becomes stiff. But just 5 to 10 minutes of light movement, and everything becomes softer, more ready, more alive. Small movements aren't about strength, but about rhythm. 2. Light movements are like sweeping the yard of small leaves. The yard doesn't get completely dirty all of a sudden. It's the small leaves that make the mess. They fall one by one. The same is true of the body. Small discomforts come little by little. A stiff neck, a tense waist, a heavy step. All of these can be slowly cleaned up with small, daily habits of movement. Raising your arms, rolling your shoulders, walking slowly in the yard, or simply standing and stretching. It's like we're sweeping those small leaves away. Relax, no in a hurry. 3. Walking gently is like inviting the earth to accompany us. There's something incredibly calming about walking slowly. Your footsteps are like having a dialogue with the ground. And the earth responds with its stability. There's no need for a distance target. There's no need to calculate your pace. Just walk as if you're enjoying a gentle morning. Small steps signal to our bodies. I'm still active. I'm still alive. I still want to experience the world. 4. Moving your body also moves your heart. Small movements often bring big feelings. When your body feels looser, your heart feels lighter. It's like opening a window that's been closed for a long time. New air comes in, light comes in, and you feel a little more inclined to smile. Sometimes, just a simple roll of your shoulders can change your mood for the whole day. 5. Small movements give you a quiet spark of confidence. Many older people around the world are afraid to move. Worried about falling, worried about getting tired, worried about not being strong enough. But what's often forgotten is this. Confidence comes from small habits, not from big movements. Every time we stand up, every time we take 2 or 3 extra steps, every time we stretch our arms, we are sending a subtle message to our bodies. I can still do it. And that message is invaluable. Small movements keep the body engine smooth. Light movements sweep away small tensions in the body. A slow step is a peaceful dialogue with the earth. A moving body makes the heart happy. Small habits breed great confidence. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be fast. The important thing is, keep moving a little every day. Amazing friends, imagine your body is like a beautiful old song. The song remains pleasant to listen to as long as the little notes are played every day. Small movements are those little notes. Gentle, slow, consistent. So today, maybe you can walk to the window, or stretch your arms overhead. Or roll your shoulders twice. A small gift to yourself. A gift that may seem trivial, but can add to your comfort, health, and longevity. Friends, keep moving gently, stay warm, and keep enjoying this beautiful journey. Next, we'll talk about a very subtle habit. So subtle, many people skip it without realizing it. But this habit is like a small button that keeps the entire jacket of life tightly closed and warm. Let's imagine a morning. You've just opened your eyes. And before your thoughts start to wander, you say to yourself, "Thank you for today." It's only 3 seconds. But those 3 seconds are like opening the curtains and letting the first light in. Making the whole house feel different. Hello, wonderful friends around the world. Let's sit back, take a deep breath, and let's explore a subtle habit that can add years and happiness to our lives. Living each day with gratitude. 1. Gratitude is a small lamp that lights up a large room. Sometimes the world feels like a large room lit only by a small candle. But that small candle, though simple, still gives light. That's gratitude. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be spectacular. Just a simple acknowledgement. I'm still here, and that means something. Some people wait for something big to be grateful for, when often the magic lies in the subtle things we do every day. 2. Gratitude is like resetting our inner compass. Imagine we have a compass on our chest. Sometimes the needle turns toward anxiety. Sometimes toward worry. Sometimes toward a difficult past. But when we pause and express gratitude, the compass points back to safe, to calm, to present in the moment. That's the small power that slowly changes the direction of our lives. 3. Gratitude transforms simple steps into beautiful journeys. When we walk in a park, without gratitude we only see a tree. But with gratitude, the tree seems like an old friend, always watching over us from afar. When we drink water, without gratitude it's just drinking. But with gratitude, each sip feels like a gift of life that we receive countless times every day. Gratitude makes the ordinary extraordinary. 4. Gratitude provides a subtle energy that keeps us strong. Life force doesn't always come from muscles or deep breaths. There's a softer, calmer, more enduring force. That strength comes from a mind that feels content, and a heart that feels at peace. Just like the earth remains firm because its foundation is stable, we too become stronger when gratitude becomes the foundation of our daily lives. Gratitude is a small lamp. Gratitude resets our inner compass. Gratitude makes the ordinary extraordinary. Gratitude provides a subtle energy that keeps us strong. There's no need to force yourself to always be cheerful. Just find one small thing every day. Just one. That's already a huge step. Great friends, life's journey is sometimes like a long road with changing weather. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's a light. But gratitude is a gentle umbrella that keeps us moving forward without losing our way. Today, perhaps you can choose one small thing to be grateful for. A breath that is still taking place, a comfortable chair, someone's smile, or even the opportunity to watch this video with an open heart. Every gratitude we accumulate is like adding a small stone to the foundation of our spiritual home, making it more solid, warm, and peaceful. Keep guarding your heart, keep the light, and continue living gently yet meaningfully. You are extraordinary, and your journey is long and beautiful. Imagine walking on a tranquil beach. Your steps leave footprints in the sand, and then the waves roll in gently. Not to erase the memories, but to remind you that every step you've taken has brought you this far. And today, as we reach the end of this 8-habit journey. Let's pause for a moment, look back, and smile. Because you've taken steps to care for your life in a warm and loving way. Dear friends around the world, we all come from different places. With different cultures, different languages, and unique life stories. But one thing remains the same. We all want to live longer, more peaceful, and more meaningful lives. From the small steps we've discussed, from caring for our bodies like we're tending a garden, moving our bodies like old machines in need of gentle lubrication, to speaking from the heart and adding a little laughter to our days. They all convey one big message. Life isn't just about adding years, but adding light to those years. Many of you are probably watching this while sitting in your favorite chair. Perhaps with a cup of tea in your hand, or perhaps staring out the window. And I want you to know, you're not alone. Every small step you take to take care of yourself is proof that you still have the flame of life burning beautifully. Even though the world sometimes feels quiet. Remember, friends, that every day is a new chapter. We can't change the past. But we can always give ourselves a small gift today. Even if it's just one simple act, like smiling, taking a short walk, or calling someone you love. Because warmth doesn't come from big things, but from small things done with heart. A longer life begins with gentle steps. Small habits can add years of warmth. A peaceful heart is the best home for us to live in. There's no need for perfection. There's no need to rush. Just keep walking, slowly, but with love. Thank you, wonderful friends, for accompanying me on this warm journey from beginning to end. I'm grateful to speak with you, and even more grateful to see how you're caring for yourselves. With care and calm. If you found this video a little light in your day, I cordially invite you to like this video, share it with friends or family who might need it. Subscribe to support this journey of warmth, and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss the next video. And don't forget to leave a comment. Your little story might warm the hearts of others. May your days be filled with gentle breaths, calm steps, and a peaceful heart. Thank you, and may the light of your lives always shine, as bright as the morning sun that never tires of greeting the world. Until we meet again, wonderful friends.